But it's good for your mental health.
I think it really is. And actually, my doctor and I were talking about that. He goes, so how's everything going? And I'm like, good. And he's like, isn't it funny how you start eating right, you start exercising, and it feels like everything just starts going better. It's like, it's so true. And I was thinking about last night, finding the discipline to get your physical body in order does sort of help with discipline in other areas of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is, you kind of understand the military method. Like, you do things, you accomplish things, and you kind of keep going with that momentum.
Welcome back to another episode of Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse, and
I'm Tom, and I had no idea the button was hit.
Yeah, I just started it.
No idea.
Yeah, so, he's like, wait, what's going on?
Anyway.
No, we were just talking about movies and how it's pretty funny, some of the stuff they do. Because you were saying something about the girls hide their, or not just the girls, but the kids. And
how girls in movies hide. No.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about, especially horror movies, how they try to cope with fear. And it's like, often like The Shining, I was thinking of with two little girls, and Danny just like covers his eyes.
No, don't hit me.
And then he looks, and it's like they're gone. And like in real life, I don't feel like I could cover my eyes like that. I'd just be like, oh shit! Like you know that feeling like they're gonna stab me or something.
Yeah.
Maybe too much, and I'd open my eyes.
That's why I did the blanket. That's what I was telling them.
Yeah, but there was and then I was getting into. I had a friend. There was a movie. I don't know when it was, probably like 2008 or something. I was in college at the time, and there was a movie that came out where a kid was hiding under its blankets, and the creature, whatever it was like under the blankets. And my friend was like, that's not fair. That breaks the rule. Like,
that does break the rule.
Like, as a kid, that's like sacred ground, right? It's like a church. They can't go into your blanket.
You can't go in the blanket fort.
So that one cracked me up.
Yeah, that's false. That doesn't work. Blanket fort's the only save you from everything, demons and all that.
Everything.
It's like I put the little like the devil's trap sign underneath my blanket,
crucifix, everything I can think of.
What is it? The 5-point star,
pentagram.
The pentagram. There you go. I put that underneath my blanket so demons can't come in.
Yeah, because what is the devil's thing? Is the upside down pentagram? Is that right?
It looks like a goat.
Yeah, because people often reference it as the pentagram being the sign of the devil.
It's a sign of protection, apparently.
Upside down? I don't know. Because I don't know that I can tell an upside down versus a regular pentagram myself.
No, you'll see. You'd have to see, because a star looks different.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah.
You know
so
the
2 points
it's like
are
pointier.
up.
Yeah.
The 2 points are up with the 1 point down, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So look,
I'm not stupid. I would know the upside down pentagram.
We're, just discussing what our next tattoo is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, to ward off evil. Damn it, it's right. Is it your upside down or mine?
I'm not a Satanist. It's supposed to be like,
oh no. What are those horns on your arm? Oh no, I like goats. The guy was a shitty tattoo artist.
But yeah, how's your week going?
Good, I think. Thinking back, I'm trying to recall all my week.
I went by quick.
I will say Friday was a day off, which was really nice. Our kids went home early on Thursday so we could do our report card work. And internet. So this is an interesting story, and you're an IT guy, so you'll like this. Somewhere along the line from our server to our district network, a building housing several server units burnt down.
Your data center probably
burnt down. Not local, but like wherever they contract to.
Oh yeah,
burnt down.
Oh shit!
And we came to work on Wednesday with zero internet all day long, and it was at first stated that we probably wouldn't have it back for a while. But we often get frustrated with our IT guys. There's a lot of comments about how they don't know what they're doing and blah, 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 blah. But I want to give them credit. I don't know how late they worked, but about 8:30 probably the earliest that they would have been able to leave, a message went out, internet's restored. So they had to work their butts off all day to figure out some way to reroute data and get us internet back. So kudos to them.
I'm surprised they didn't have something like a redundancy for it already in place, but
I don't know.
But I guess you're not thinking like No, I guess that's one
Well,
thing.
this is.
So
I mean, so this is the thing,
especially well, that's one of the things with housing off-site
though.
somewhere.
It's a risk. And
Yeah.
we relied on, so we were supposed to the next day do our report cards, which I had already almost had them done. And I was going to get them done before the time we had so I could get other things done. We couldn't do it, which, whatever. That's fine. That's how life works. But we need Power School, the program that we use to put our grades in. Super exciting stuff. I know.
It is. No,
And,
it's exciting for parents because
well, there you go. I mean, like if you want to see your kids' grades, that's what we put them into. Well, it wouldn't work. So the talk was we wouldn't have Power School the day we had to put grades in. So like, well, what are we supposed to do? Like, you know, we have a little bit of time, but I don't want to be last minute trying to scramble to throw grades in. So anyway, they got that fixed. We came in, long story short, got everything done, even though I had to pack it into a shorter period of time. Got everything done I wanted to, felt great. Got to come home at the end of Thursday and just relax for the weekend. Didn't have anything else I had to do.
Loser.
But I did think
I had to work.
I thought that I left my coffee pot on in my classroom. So I ended up running back in for nothing because it was off and then came home. But it was fine. At least I got to rest in peace. I wasn't going to burn the building
Well, I
down,
mean,
so.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
that
I
like
mean,
initial like just
oh,
like
yeah, I was
oh
just like I
crap.
couldn't remember turning the button off. And I'm like, if I don't remember doing it, I probably didn't do it.
I don't know. I've done that where I'm like, oh shit, I left something.
And it's like, I was almost home and it popped in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember turning the
I left the
button
bag of Sneef on my desk and I was like,
off. Oh, no. I didn't
shit.
hide my schneef again. Yeah, I know.
I had to run back.
Now that said as a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke.
I don't sneeze around
No.
the keys.
No, I was saying it was mine. But yeah,
Anyway,
we're just kidding. We don't do that.
I don't sneeze.
We just like
ever.
the word.
We do. Yeah, and we should probably give credit to the people that taught us that word.
Yeah, it's a
The Lopriori brothers.
Yeah,
That's it's a good one.
I do like that word. But
Schneef. It's a brilliant way.
It is funny because this does tie into something you were going to bring up, and I don't mean to steal your thunder.
Oh, that's okay. Go
Well,
ahead.
Well, I mean, you're bringing it up, but with days off, our kids
Hmm.
and they're spending the night.
Yeah.
With the boys, huh?
The last few weekends, it's been funny because it was typically the assumption was Friday night.
Yeah.
They're going to spend the night. And then somewhere along the line, the question started coming up of like, can they come over now? And you're like, well, you guys just finished hanging out. But pretty much the last few weeks, it's been one house or the other one night, and then the other house the
Yeah.
next night. And it's just kind of assumed now that that's what's going to happen. We still text like the formality. We would request the presence of JJ this
I know.
evening. And, it's like, let me ask. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just funny.
Was it yesterday? It was just like, can Elliot have a sleepover here?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask. Or,
yeah.
or no,
Friday
Friday.
night.
Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. It was a few weeks ago when he had. Okay, I'm going to do it this day.
Uh-huh.
He had it down. Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't work.
He was planning out. Yeah.
We
yeah,
have
and
reasons that we can't.
And it was one of those days like it just didn't work out where it was
Yeah.
a Friday night sleepover. And he was just like,
Yeah.
Like you are when you have to do something else, you get just like that.
That down, like,
Because you're just expecting.
right. Well, and
Which don't expect anything.
Elliot last night he wanted JJ to come over earlier, and we're like, well, did you clean up the basement? Because he has absolutely destroyed the basement.
Yeah.
I mean, parts of games out everywhere, little toys all over the floor, stuffed animals strewn around, garbage on the floor, which that really irks me. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I was like, did you clean the basement? He's like, oh, I'll do that now. And so he runs down, starts cleaning up. And he comes up later, Daddy,
You need
I'm
help.
stressed. I'm like, you're stressed? Daddy's stressed too, because the basement's disgusting.
That's what
I
he
didn't
said.
quite say it that rudely, but I mean, I'm like, I was mad. I'm
Just-
like, yeah, I get it, buddy. It is stressful. Like when we trash the house,
We got to
it's
clean it.
stressful. We have to do the work. So I went down and helped him finish up, and then we
Yeah.
asked if JJ all that. But it's just kids' brains. It's so much fun. Like
Oh, yeah.
I'm stressed.
I'm
like
stressed
who
out.
taught you to say you're stressed so you can get out of it? Because that to me, that's all that means. Like I get it.
Who
I'm
learned that
stressed
one?
too. Like every time I walk in the basement, it puts me in a bad mood, and I'm stressed out.
Son
So
of a bitch, clean this goddamn basement.
clean it up.
I know.
Yeah. But anyway,
That's how it get, like, even the house, it'll get, like, pretty, not messy. We try to make the kids do chores, and I'm bad because I don't force it because I'll get back to this. I rather them do their fucking homework.
Sure.
But since they can't even do that shit,
I wish
no, I'm just kidding.
I wish I were that good. We just are not in good habits. We need to fix our habits.
Oh, we're terrible still habits.
We
but-
tend to just lay stuff down, which that really irks me. I mean, I know that impacts my general happiness level. Is just when the house starts to feel. It's not like it's filthy. It's just there's shit everywhere.
That's how I feel sometimes.
And it's
at our
like,
house.
can we just put fucking things away, please? Like, I feel like this is another reference to The Shining. I love. I watched it the other day around Halloween because it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched The Shining?
Dude, I haven't watched The Shining in many moons.
Well, it reminds me of just what a great actor Jack Nicholson is when
Mhm.
he looks like an asshole abusive husband when he's typing at the keyboard and he's like, Wendy, when I'm typing, when I'm working, and he's going like fucking nuts. Tick, tick, tick. Leave me the fuck alone. It's like that rage comes to me when I'm looking around. I'm like, it's fucking gross. Put your shit away.
Yeah.
But I'm guilty of it too. I mean, you just get in those habits and then you clean up and I'll put like a full day into cleaning something up. And within minutes, it's like,
oh, I've cleaned the kitchen. Like which I like cleaning.
yeah.
I like cleaning the kitchen.
See, I used to. It's
and
kind of
dishes.
worn me
Like
out.
I don't mind doing that, but it's just there's sometimes I just don't have the time, obviously, because I actually have to lately I've been going out working the field, helping out, and so I haven't been like
okay.
Yeah,
not the farm field.
Not the farm field.
Okay.
I've been working
For a second, my brain went very literal with that. I'm like,
it's because I'm Mexican. He's assuming I'm in the trees.
Dude, this is my racism.
Picking out.
I thought, well, I just assumed like crops. Like,
yeah, I got you. No, the IT field.
Yes,
mind you.
I understand.
That's hilarious, though.
I'm out in the field. Oh, okay.
You're
Yeah,
like,
right,
Jesse, you don't even have a farm.
so stop playing, okay?
Yeah.
No,
God,
no.
you're such a joke.
Yeah, you're out there. This guy's no farmer. Anyway, okay, yeah, you're out in the IT field doing.
Yeah.
Getting your hands
Anyway,
dirty.
the kitchen's gotten a little out of hand, and then the kids, having hardwood floors suck. Like I don't
recommend it.
I still do because if you think about what gets stuck in the carpet.
Oh yeah.
But carpet's
Is it
much
easier or harder to clean?
It's hard. It's too much. It's work because I have to sweep the whole house
all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
That's the only part that sucks.
You see everything, whereas carpet nicely holds everything
holds
in.
And then you just run over with a vacuum.
Yeah, and you
somewhat
it
works.
shoves everything deeper down, and you forget it.
Sucks some of it up. Although the vacuum we had was pretty good. I mean, we were idiots and spent $1,200. They came to our house and just showed. They were able to suck out my mortgage somehow.
Yeah, we bought pots and pans like that when we were first together.
But we love the thing. It works great.
Well,
we just don't have fucking carpet no more.
That is one thing. Well, but you can still use
all our
it.
bedrooms.
Yeah,
and you can use it on hardwood. But
yeah,
I never trust
it's just
vacuums.
too much work to. Oh, you're worried you're going to scratch it or something?
No, vacuums on hardwood. I think they blow shit around. That's my gripe.
I kind of agree. It depends on what head you use. If you have like one of those finer heads, I think it works better. But if you just have the regular vacuum, because that's it. I mean, it's suction. So one part blows, the other part sucks. So either way,
that's it. It's a family show.
I can't make that joke.
But no, you're right, though. Because that's even with this one that is meant to go on hardwood or like just carpet.
Yeah,
it's still stuff fucking shoots out and it's annoying.
Right.
But sweeping dog because you can see all the dog hair.
Mm-hmm.
But all
and
the
it clumps up all gross.
So like I swept the whole house yesterday, and then Alicia. Oh, it was cool. So this is totally getting off track.
That's okay.
A little bit, but this has to do with cleaning. How you feel like when everything starts coming around, you just feel like everything's caving in. And our house, we're bad at. We get stuff and don't use it, and so we have like we're not hoarders, but I feel that's how I feel.
You just feel like cluttered. Right?
I feel very cluttered, which we are. We have stuff where it shouldn't be, right? But anyway, Alicia was going to clean out our sunroom, which is cluttered right now because we were redoing our kitchen.
Right. That's because you had a lot of work in the house going on. So,
yeah. And but no, I came home and one of the things I've been wanting to do was clean out my closet. And let me tell you, my closet was dirty. Like it was packed. I like stuff maybe when I went hunting or old laptops I shoved in there. Like, and there was just so many laptops that got pulled out.
Yeah.
Because I was going to fix them.
Right. Stuff that you forgot that you had.
That. And I was like, oh, I'll just fix it later. But
right.
I came to realize I'm never going to fucking touch these.
Yeah.
I don't want to work on computers. I'd rather do other shit around the house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Your priorities have shifted a bit.
Oh, yeah. Long time. And it's just so much time consuming. Not enough.
Right.
But anyway, she cleaned out my whole closet and like redid the whole thing inside. So thank you, babe. That was nice. Yeah. It was
and then
nice.
You built a closet.
And I built a closet yesterday. So, you know, I wasn't too thrilled at first because I've been wanting to do our cabinets. I've been refacing them, and I'm starting to like get it down, but it's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I enjoy doing it.
I really like the style you're going with.
Yeah, doing shaker.
Pretty nice. It's so great because you've got solid wood built-in cabinetry, but it looks old because it's from what, the 60s?
60s, and it's solid ass wood.
Flat, solid wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome because I really, really like the look of that.
Yeah. The shaker style. So it just has a trim.
I really like that.
Shaker.
So that's going to look really good when you're done with it.
Yeah. I'm excited. But
definitely modernize it a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We already got the handles and stuff in. I just started ordering shit. Nah, I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
But then anyway, I wasn't going to go into detail because that's boring.
I got you though.
But you know, the hinges was black. That's what I'm going to just say. And I wanted gold. I should have went with gold hinges because it would look.
But you did. Then,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I got to send the other ones back.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Unless anybody wants black hinges, I got a
hit Jesse 50, 50
I got a set of 50 or some shit.
Wow.
It's a lot. Nice. I can do a lot.
Oh.
But no, so we built our daughter a closet. She hasn't had one forever. And so Alicia was like, hey, let's build this closet. And I'm like, oh. So I was like not cool with it at first because I was, you know, like I was telling you,
in your head.
I had a plan in my head. This is what I was going to do today, and it didn't get done. And that just goes back to the boys when they want to spend the night. You know,
you can ruin their day real quick.
You get these you're expecting something, and then when that doesn't happen, it's like. And I used to say don't expect anything, but then that sounds very negative.
Well, I mean, they have a right to expect it because we encourage it. So,
well, yeah, no, I'm saying like I used to say that like don't expect because you're
life will just let you down, boys. Yeah. We're like the angry old man in the bar.
So like now it's like expecting that stuff like and it not happening. It's like, okay.
Try not to let it ruin your day.
Yeah, just kind of go with the flow. And that's sort of what instead of me being upset the whole fucking time, and it's not like my wife's fault or anything, I was just like, fuck it. We're already here. Let's get it going. And so we got it pretty much done. I drywalled pretty much all of what I could. I ran out.
Did you mud it already? Or
no,
just
not yet.
Dry sheeted it?
Yeah. So
nice.
It's looking good.
That's good. Well, hey,
got doors.
I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah. Fucking exciting life. Paying mortgage, building stuff,
right?
Taking care of family.
Yeah. That's what we're all about here. We're just really blended.
We are. We're about the family. Really?
Yeah, it cracks me up because talking about that and going back to the boys, Elliot he talked, what did he say? He got home from school the other day and he was talking about something about like brothers or something. He's like, and like JJ is pretty much my brother because Elena's my sister and he's Elena's brother. Like you can look at you guys as like brothers or cousins or whatever, whatever you want to like, but it's just fun, like the mental gymnastics he's doing to like try to define their particular relationship. Where
being a brother doesn't even necessarily have to do with being blood.
It doesn't have to be genetic. No,
it doesn't.
No. But he does have. I mean, they do definitely have a different layer there.
Yeah, they do.
The families are definitely connected in a way that isn't.
I know. JJ was like, "Well, Blanca's kind of like my stepmom, right?"
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess. JJ said that. I'm not even joking.
From the time they've been babies. So yeah.
No, he literally said that just the other day, last week too. I think it was.
Yeah,
he was just
trying to work it out.
He's like, "Hey, Papa." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, Don Blanco, they're like my stepmom and dad, right?
Sure.
I guess. Oh, I was bringing him over here.
Yeah.
It was when I was bringing him here. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Or, cousins.
Whatever.
Just like you said, cousin. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to be.
No, don't make me think about it. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are just hanging out. I think it's cool.
No, it's nice.
None of us can move. That's all I know.
I know. Well, we won't. We're
I
tied
don't.
into this
We won't
place.
either.
We owe too much money on this place. But no, it's. I
The
like
market
this area
sucks
though.
anyway.
I like this area. I wouldn't want to move.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a nice family. It just feels nice.
I mean, our old neighborhood I liked, but it was definitely getting to the point I was a little more nervous. Like if the garage was left open, I wouldn't trust that things wouldn't have been taken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Car
I
was
gotcha.
unlocked. Like we were just on the border of not great stuff.
Because it is in a almost bad area.
Yeah, I mean the neighborhood itself.
I think just a
was
street
not,
over is it's a bad area.
But right, I mean like the other side of 10th, which we were, I mean like 2 streets up from, you start getting into that, and it's like I don't want lower income people or whatever to be looked at badly, and that's not my intention. But
yeah,
when you have
keep
people
digging a hole
in
I'm just-
poverty, like
yeah.
people have to eat. And sometimes they come to
I mean,
you to get it. And
It's just, I mean, it's a known area. That's
but
just,
there's a lot of kids that are doing really stupid things.
Yeah.
Right now. I will say that part of it. There's a lot of kids doing things that didn't used to happen here. Young kids. We've had 3 or 4 kids recently get arrested for murder. And we're talking 13, 14-year-olds. It's insane.
that's
So
sad.
that kind of crap happening like really close to where you live.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, there's a point. Bullshit. Like, I'm not going to be a part of any solution. I'm out.
Yeah, fuck that.
So we moved,
And we're more like not the country.
it feels kind of country.
It does,
because
though,
a lot of
'cause
the
it's so
lots
out.
around here are larger than like acre.
Yeah,
Like ours is 3/4 of an acre, so it's not huge.
that's how ours is
but
about.
it's a good size, and so you're not right on top of neighbors. And then some people around us have to be on like 2 acres.
Oh, dude,
Because
where I bought my truck,
fields and stuff.
Where I bought my truck?
5, I think, right?
5 or 10.
Yeah, I mean they
It
have
was a lot.
ton of land. So
I was
yeah,
like, geez, man, that's all the toys. Oh God, no,
yeah.
good for them.
Well,
Work
Blanca
their
used
ass
to
off.
work with the gal.
Yeah.
And so they're friends.
You know Blanca?
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh.
she's Southern, but she's.
Well, mark my words.
I know her.
Bless your heart.
Ooh, it's hot in here.
Oh, man.
fuck.
Oh, to be in the South.
I want to
I'm
meet someone. They're probably so nice.
Maybe.
I'm so passive
Or
aggressive.
Super racist.
Both. It's probably a mix of both.
Why don't you go work in the field?
Yeah. Go back to the field where you came from. Working in the field.
Oh, my God.
But no, our boys, those kids, man,
Yeah.
they have a good time. They're kids, so it's easy
They
to
have a
like
great
watch
time.
them.
Well, it's funny
like
because
they want to
yeah.
play Roblox and then just run around outside.
they definitely, I mean, for a while there, Elliot was way too into the video games. And I think that would bother JJ sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
he would be done with it. And Elliot would, like, that's all I wanted to do. It seems like I don't hear as many of those types of arguments anymore.
Yeah,
Brotherly love.
yeah.
They're like little siblings.
They
But
really are because they'll work things out.
Mhm.
Because I've heard them like they haven't argued, but like
They'll work out differences.
yeah, JJ won't want to do something or Elliot won't, but then they work it out somehow.
But I mean, look at what they've grown up with. Like when during the shutdown, Elliot would come to you guys' house. Thanks again for
Yeah.
that. And he would do his work there. And they did school together. They did, playing together.
That's what family's about,
So
though. Really,
they've had a lot of experience, I guess, working things out or
Yeah.
or encouraging
it was funny
each
because
other.
when Elliot and JJ, like when Elliot would come to our house, I would start at working from home as well. So it was easy for me to like be able to do that. But it was funny because there'd be times I'd have my laptop at the counter or something, and I'll look and here's these 2 kids, and I just was picturing them like in like high school or something, like working on homework together because that's what they were doing at that moment, where they were both studying, doing their homework.
Little first graders.
Yeah. I remember JJ helped Elliot with something, and then Elliot helped JJ with something.
Yeah.
was like, "Damn,
Because JJ is really a reading kid, I think, right? And Elliot's
seems-
like a math kid.
yeah,
They both can do all of it.
yeah,
Like,
but he
not
seems
bad.
to like math. He seemed like was really quick. I was able
he
to tell.
is, which
I was
is
like,
weird
"Oh,
because
that-"
I'm not quick at math.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Even as
not.
an adult, I'm like, let me think.
So we got Elena. Well, we didn't. Blanca got Elena a tutor,
Mhm.
and so she started doing that. But I never realized how shitty at math I was until Elena took geometry.
Well, she's also taking high end, like,
Yeah.
As an this is one thing. As an 8th grader who should be a 7th grader, she's taking 10th, 11th, 12th grade geometry.
This is true.
So, it's
But I,
pretty
that's
advanced
the thing.
stuff.
I don't remember taking geometry. I was in stupid math
I remember
all
taking
through high school
geometry,
somehow.
but I wasn't good at anything.
As soon as I was able to get enough math credits, I was like, I'm done.
That's what I did.
I'm like, fuck that.
I think I might have done one extra math class, but I never got anything above a C plus in math.
Yeah.
One time I think I pulled a B plus, and that's because a lot of the grading was like group grading.
So I did run and start my senior year.
Oh wow, I did not.
And the only reason I did it is because I needed to make credits up. And so you would get earned for like that class or whatever you're doing in college, it would get you a whole credit for high school.
I didn't have
so,
enough confidence then.
I failed.
I had a lot of pretend confidence.
I felt there was a class. There was a couple class. There was a class there I failed. But a lot of it was just transport, trying to get to school. Like at the time, I don't think I had a car, and then my mom.
Yeah, you're saying that you had to walk several blocks just to get to where you could ride a bus in or whatever.
Yeah, I would have to go if I had took the bus, and then there was a few buses to get to school since it was off campus or off campus, fucking out of district.
So it'd be city buses, not school buses.
It was city buses to get me there.
Right.
But then my mom used to take me. But then when she kicked me out, then that's when I had to do city bus, and that's when I was living with my friend Mike, and it was like it was deep. Like he was way out in like Renton somewhere.
Wow.
And so I'd have to go all the way to Tequila, which I forget how many miles that was. And I'd have to get up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Cities, but man, you're talking mile wise. That's quite
mile wise. It was probably 15 miles.
That's what I would think
from the school,
right?
Which you say it doesn't seem like a lot, but then when you're city busing, dude, it's a lot. It's
city to city.
It's ages away. I'll be there 3/4 of a night.
Yeah, right.
I'll be there.
How'd
they determine stuff?
In a fourth night.
A fortnight.
A fortnight. Yeah, there you go. A fourth night.
Fourth night. I'll be there
on the fourth night.
When the third moon does rise, I shall be at school.
I shall survive.
No, doing Right and Start helped with that. So, but I never really realized it until I was like, dude, I might have to jump in on some of this tutor and shit. Because I want to help my kids. Like, I feel nothing feels as a parent like it's a sucky feeling to like not be able to help your kid, you know?
Yeah.
Because your kids kind of, I don't know, in a way, I hope, look up to you. But when you're like, oh, fuck, I don't even know. It's, you know, that sucks. So for me, I'm like, oh, let's find out. I don't know, but let's find out. Because
how lucky
Daddy's got to learn now.
A kid that at this age is doing end of high school math. I mean, I just think that's pretty unique, especially for the fact that she is younger than she should be to begin with.
I know she should be in 7th grade, like you said,
right? And she's an 8th, and I mean, maturity wise, she needs to grow up a little bit. Like, you know, but
it sounds like a kid.
I think she will.
Oh yeah,
and there's just a lot of factors that played into this class. And once she gets to the point where she is on top of stuff and she just gets it done, the brains are there. I mean, she's a bright kid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is unique. I mean, I wasn't stupid, but like math, I didn't really get math. I didn't
care to get math.
Believe that I could get math.
Yeah.
Like, I think I got to the point of assuming I wasn't going to be good at math and got in my own way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I overthought it or what, but I definitely did not have any faith. And I mean, I think about it now, like a C+ isn't great, but it's not failing. It's not horrible.
No.
But I had no confidence in it because that's all I could get. and that was trying, you know.
But hey, you tried.
But
That's the
I
big
did
thing.
try.
That's the big thing too,
So
though.
I'm just an idiot.
No. You passed though.
No, I did pass.
But like you actually tried though,
But-
because like
French, on the other hand, I took 2 years of, and I hated it so
Me too.
much that I didn't try. And I got
Elena
like a
wants to
D+.
take. She wants to take French.
I wouldn't mind studying French with her because I remember a few things.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's in there somewhere. I just haven't put it all
I knew
together.
how to say my name.
Yeah, je m'appelle Thomas.
yeah.
Comment allez-vous? Français?
Yeah, that's all I know. I took 2 years of French too,
Uh-huh.
and so I told her, I was like, "No, I took it." I go, "It's funny because some of the stuff's, and I don't know Spanish, but
Right.
some of it's similar.
Right.
There's some of the,
I think
like
the
words.
way that they, you know, like for English, there's a certain order that you put.
French people are just stuck up Mexicans.
They eat baguette and smoke cigarettes and stuff.
Well,
Oh, baguette! Oh,
that's what Elena wants to yell at her friends in French.
Yeah, she wants to
Chase
yell
them,
at her
and
friends
chase them with a baguette. She said. That's what she told
because
me.
of a video she likes or something.
Maybe I don't know. And I just told her, you know, when you do that, you gotta go. I'm gonna get you.
better run! Oh, I'm going to get you with the baguette. Yeah.
How stereotypical is that? Do you think French people actually sound like? I've never met anybody.
They're French, so I think we get to be stereotypical about
We
that.
do,
Yeah.
just like English people and their
No.
teeth.
You know, it is funny that we have this. We do have like this image of our head of like the French being like weak or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Like they don't stand up for themselves. But like really, like the history of World War II is interesting with the French because of like the French resistance and all the work that they did.
The
to-
resistance.
So resistance. We hit Hitler. That was really bad. They threw up a lot. But anyway, yeah.
But
History aside,
no,
yeah, I
but
think
you
that'd
think
be fun.
you think French people are stuck up though? They just seem
Well, they
uppity.
kind of are.
But I don't know. You know, like that's the
You stupid American.
yeah, that's how it always seems, right?
Stupid with your this television show.
You know, fat bellies.
Eat your pizza. Those are fat. You're
I
so
know.
fat.
No, I don't know.
You fat.
That does something to your self-esteem, though.
Yeah. I don't like going to France.
I don't like being called. I know they call me fat.
Fat, stupid American.
It's stupid.
What did I do to you? Yeah.
So what if we are a little
Do you
fat and
remember
stupid
when
as a country?
after 9/11, France didn't support the Iraq War? I think it was. I forget exactly what. I think it was the Iraq War, and so we stopped calling them French fries for a minute and called them freedom fries.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Well, in our area locally, you were in
Yeah.
like the Seattle area, so I
Oh.
don't think that happened. But here locally, like fucking freedom fries.
Well, it depends on the year.
Well, this was like 2003.
Oh, so yeah, I was
Yeah.
just
So
getting here, really.
yeah.
I've been here since.
So maybe
3 or
maybe you
4.
heard a bit of it. It was kind of funny for a minute.
But yeah, I don't remember. No, I don't remember the food.
I mean, you know, I think in the end nobody really supported the Iraq
French fries
War.
weren't
but-
even made in France.
They're an American thing for sure.
They gotta be right.
Where it came from, French fry, like that's like Kansas fry or something. Like
I would love to know the
Idaho
history.
fry.
The
Yeah,
history
I
of
know.
fries.
America seems to be the place where deep frying shit started, but who knows?
We for sure are.
But
I want to try some other foods from other countries one day, but
like
some of it
authentic
looks
food.
some of it looks a
stuff-
little sketch.
I like Americanized food,
But some of it like looks good. Like I want to try it. It just
Yeah.
looks, I'm like, no, I want to try that. It looks pretty
It's funny though,
delicious.
because now that I know that you're in the same boat, like eating a lot healthier.
Yeah.
It seems a little more odd to just deep fry shit for the sake of deep frying
Yeah,
it.
air fryer, brother.
You know, at the time, it was like, oh, everything should be deep fried. Back when I was just eating that shit, but now it's like,
Yeah.
like I'm just gonna dip this thing in grease and like bake that grease into it. Delicious. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking.
And I will still
really
like. I'm not saying I will never eat it. Like there are times, but
before though.
like I realize like maybe every time probably is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
Well, I went to Wendy's the other day,
Oh, Wendy's has great fries.
and I was a little upset. I mean, I still ate the sandwich, but I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich.
Jim
Right.
Gaffigan, this is disgusting.
Yeah. So I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich because I was like, well, I'm eating out. Let me just get a grilled chicken. You know, something a little healthier.
Yeah.
So then I get the food, and I had to wait like 15 minutes. It took fucking forever.
Wow.
Ate some fries, and I was like, damn, they're good. But I was like, I forget how like salty some of this stuff is. Go to eat my sandwich. It's a spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. I was like, damn.
You didn't order the spicy. You just ordered the regular.
Just a grilled
spicy.
chicken sandwich. They gave me a crispy chicken.
What is it about those days?
And it was
It's like
spicy.
everything's wrong, and it's like, what the hell happened? Like, did I speak French?
Well, I was like, was the number 5 not that?
Right.
Is your guys' menu backwards or is mine?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Man.
I didn't care. I was like I said, I was already. I didn't want to go back. I was lazy. I was
Right.
like, I'm not driving back. Fuck that. Wendy's on my way anyway.
Oh yeah. If you're
Because I was
already
coming
in the
back from a
car.
clinic, so I was like,
Yeah.
I ate late, so I felt like I ate like out a lot last week.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's what's going on. We got some intruder.
I don't know. I just saw this little thing. Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh,
Sorry, folks.
Sorry, folks. I thought he was looking out the window.
I know. I'm looking at. What? Who
I
goes?
thought you seen something.
No, I just saw something that said that it's using your camera microphone. I'm like, are we recording through the wrong thing? But I don't think we are. So
I hope not.
yeah. Well, if this is a shitty episode, guys, sorry.
It's
Yeah.
a good episode.
At this point, you're not listening if it's all screwed up.
But anyway,
Yeah. Speaking of that, we've talked about traditions and stuff before.
Yeah.
In a little over a week, about a week and a half, I will be going to Arby's and I will be having a certain sandwich and fries.
what sandwich do you get there?
I always get, you know how they have the actual sandwiches, like
Yeah, the roast beef. Yeah.
it's not even the roast beef. I like the turkey,
Oh, the market fresh.
the market
sandwiches.
fresh
Yeah.
sandwiches.
I remember
Every
those.
year for 2 decades, I've gotten that.
I was working at Arby's when that sandwich first came out.
Oh, I was buying it back then.
It was towards my end of my tenure there.
I enjoy it very much. I don't know why, but it's very good.
No, it's a
And
good
then
little
the
sandwich.
curly fries.
Bro, curly fries are my
I get
shit.
the large curly fry. Won't be changing that this year. But
Curly fries with barbecue sauce.
so
best.
we
That's the
always
best
go lunchtime the day before Thanksgiving. It's a family tradition that I hold dear. I don't know if anybody else does, but I'm like, screw you guys. You're
my
gonna go
tradition's
anyway.
not seeing my family.
There you go.
Great.
I hear
great
you're going to
tradition.
break that tradition this year.
Not for Christmas.
Not for Christmas. No,
No, we're having them over on Thanksgiving. So
that's
it'll be
cool. Yeah. Nice.
But that'd be cool, man. Going to Arby's.
Yeah, you guys are welcome if you want to go. I know Elena wants to go.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, that's your guys' thing. No,
Oh,
I was
no,
saying that
you're
I think
welcome,
it's cool that you guys do that. Like
We
you know,
do. I don't think we would if I didn't force everybody to, but
motherfuckers. You're coming.
I don't know. I
to
think if I
Arby's.
said I wasn't going to do it, there'd be other people to be like, well, that's sad at this point because, lots of people have done it for.
Dude, roast beef sandwiches are delicious. I worked
Yeah.
at roast beef.
I worked at Roast.
Worked at Arby's, and I don't know. I still like their food. Although I had a chicken bacon Swiss, which was my go-to.
Yeah, not so good.
Nah, it was something different about it. They changed it up.
I don't-
It was the wrong sandwich, but it was. It used to be like it was a fried piece of chicken
Mm-hmm.
with peppered bacon, and then I think it was some kind of like provolone cheese, but then
Oh.
it had like a honey mustard.
That sounds pretty good.
It was fucking delicious. It was so good.
So speaking about all this food,
It's the holiday season for it.
that's what I want to get into a little bit because I went to the doctor. Little update for everybody who cares.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Mike, because you're probably the only one that listens to this part. Dropped 43 pounds in
Nice.
the last 3 months, so that felt great. I thought maybe I needed to do some blood work again, but wasn't sure because last time I got blood work done, I had some insulin resistance started.
Mm-hmm.
I had some cholesterol, not totally out of control, but a little elevated. Things were going in a bad direction quickly.
Yeah.
My BMI was like 31 point, not BMI. My
I'm like, bro, we
Fat.
just spoke about
Whatever.
BMI suck.
yeah, no, the fat, whatever they call it, percentage, body
Oh.
fat percentage or whatever, was like 31 point. Like a third of my body was fat. It's down like 5% or whatever. It's
Did they
down
do
to,
the
like,
pinch thing?
No,
Is that-
I have no idea how they do it. They just do my I don't know if
Oh.
it's from the little cuff on your finger that does the oxygen or if it's from,
I just got thick skin, bitch.
I have no idea what it is, but somehow they got it. They didn't pinch at all, but I'm sure the number is right. I was fat.
Well, no.
But-
I've always been curious how they do that.
But my body, it's still like 29 point some percent. I'm like still almost like a third of my body's fat.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look as bad. And then, 40 pounds. I feel good about that.
You got to.
So he didn't want to redo. He said I could, but he's like, yeah, I don't think we really need to do blood work. He's like, truly, if you're looking and feeling better than inside, it's definitely gotten better. So in a year we can do it again. So I'm like, awesome. But so holidays are coming up. I do plan on, not caring much on Thanksgiving. I plan on doing the lunch I always do the day after. We always have certain sandwiches with the leftovers that I plan on
turkey
eating.
sandwich.
Yeah. Well, my dad,
So
which she
good.
won't be here, but I'm sure I'll make them or something. He makes paninis
Okay.
with the leftovers. So he takes the leftover turkey and the stuffing and cheese and everything delicious, cranberry sauce on some of them. And then he makes one of those pressed panini sandwiches on like sourdough bread.
Well, he puts all that on it.
Yep.
Oh, no.
So that's the sandwich. It is so freaking good.
I wanted to try that.
Fatty as shit, but good. So I'm like, those
Higher protein.
I'm
high in
doing,
protein.
yeah, exactly. I'm doing it. Like that's just not even a
Yeah,
question. I'm not gonna count calories on Thanksgiving. If I want to eat, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
So then the question is, do you have a plan for how you're gonna do that? Not
Yeah.
feel guilty about it, because
Right.
I don't feel guilty about it. And then keep yourself on track.
Yeah.
Like
I see. For me, I still plan to like I do these at home workouts.
Uh-huh.
Like some of it's lifting, other of it like abs, and then I just found that like this other one, so like full body.
right.
That's what I've been trying to do because I know it gets kind of cold out, especially at like 9 o'clock at night when I usually go for my walks, and I'm like, maybe I need to start going earlier
Yeah.
because I still want to get walking in.
No, I hear you.
But Jesus, is cold.
It's
So
really
that's why I
cold.
want to do like the at home stuff,
mhm.
just to keep that heart pumping
Yeah.
and
I've
shaking.
been going earlier because like you, I was going probably like 8 o'clock. Now I go 6:37 because it's so dark. But I have my little headlamp.
Yeah.
It works really well. So I wear that.
Yeah, I have a little beanie with built-in one, but the
Nice.
light doesn't last very long.
Oh yeah. I really like the one I have. It's like what is it? Like Oculus or something. It was from Walmart, but it works really Oculus.
Oculus.
I don't know. I forget what it was. But anyway, it works really, really well.
Cool. I'll have to
So
try.
it's got 3 AAA batteries in it.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
one that we took hiking.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And like, it beams out there. So I can see well. And
I need.
I
I got
feel like
one-
an old man. I'm like, I think about safety now. It used to be I would just like run in like a t-shirt or whatever. Now I've got my little safety vest on with all the reflective shit, but I'm like, whatever. I don't want to get run over. So
Well, that's why like when I was running at night, I would add those things that went on the back of my shoes that blink.
Yeah.
And then I got Alicia got me a beanie with the light,
Mm-hmm.
and it charges with USB, but like it doesn't last long.
I see. Yeah.
But it's bright enough,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was my safety because I was like, the same thing. I don't want to get fucking hit.
Right. Yeah. The
And-
tricky thing with it, because it is super cold, and I don't really mind that.
Yeah.
Really, like that part doesn't bother me. The only thing that does is like if I wear a coat that makes me comfortable when I start, I am dying by the end. It's so freaking hot.
I know that's
But,
that's fine, that fine line.
Yeah. Last
I'm
night I
s-
wore a really thin, really thin jacket. Like it was like a.
Was it good or was it too thin?
Well, I mean, to start,
You know
it
what I
was
mean?
too thin, but
Yeah.
within minutes, it was like I still sweat. It just was more comfortable.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just putting something over my skin, so it's not skin
Yeah,
to air contact.
I got some like underarm.
Yeah.
crap, I don't know.
So I mean, it's just wild. Like, yeah, but it's kind of fun
But
playing around with that, though. Being out there in the elements.
well, yeah, I need to get back out there.
Start exercising, and it feels like everything just starts going better. It's like it's so true. And I was thinking about last night. Finding the discipline to get your physical body in order does sort of help with discipline in other areas of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is, you kind of understand the military method. Like you do things, you accomplish things,
Hmm.
and you kind of keep going with that momentum. So
That's true.
where you think that And this is a difficult part because, like you've said, there's projects at home, there's stuff going on.
Yeah.
This has been a busy time. So it's
for sure.
been hard to get out. Like for a while, every day I was out, no holds bar, like no matter
That's how it
what.
was. Same.
And there have been a few weeks where it's like I've missed 2 days in a row or I've whatever. And I don't let it go beyond that because I have to prioritize it and say, I know myself, if this goes too long, I will get totally out of the habit.
Yeah.
But there are days where you can't fit it in. But by and large, so much less time is wasted just anxiously stewing over things versus accomplishing things. I feel at this point, like my mental focus has shifted away from just stewing over shit to just getting stuff done.
Well, that's kind of
So-
like with that whole project thing. And normally I would be like, stew over it and just be
Right.
like, just
right.
just ass for no reason, just annoyed, you know?
And I will admit, I still deal with that a little.
Well, yeah. And it was still something, but like going to that mental aspect, it's like, at first I was annoyed, but then it just, all right,
right.
what's the point? Let's just go, let's get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my mental health just feels so much better because before I would be like stewing over that, but
Mm-hmm.
of course I was just annoyed with myself being a blobber.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so the mental health side.
Well,
of
when
shit
you start
makes
looking
it
at
feel
yourself
feel
and it's
good.
like, that you're losing weight, you like, for me, as soon as I can look and be like, man, like, look at how far I've come.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to keep doing it because it's just like the payout was sort of there,
Yeah.
but I've also been in that spot and could easily get back to that spot where you're at the very beginning. And nothing's
I don't
happened.
want to get back to where I was at.
Well, I know I can't because I know what my body was doing. And I wasn't sure if I was pre-diabetic or not. He said I wasn't ever pre-diabetic, but it was heading in that direction.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to go in that direction. But how it feels easy now to stay off of that path.
Yeah.
It felt impossible before. My habits were so bad. I hated exercising. The idea of exercising just put me in a bad mood. I ate whatever I wanted whenever, almost for the purpose of doing it. It was a very unhealthy mental place I was at. Why? Not really sure. I think it was partly stress related, but that compounded the stress.
Yeah.
Like it
just
didn't
added to
actually help anything. It's almost like a psychology of just purposely giving up.
Yeah. No, I get it. It
So-
makes sense because it's, just like, wow, I'm not exercising. I'm going to eat me a fucking 6 donuts now.
Right.
Like,
I
fuck
mean,
that.
literally, they're delicious cookies at Yolks. I absolutely love them to this day. They would be like crack. I would probably have one and eat the entire box, but
Yeah.
I could go through an entire box in a day.
All of the
And-
cookies and stuff. Yeah.
Having not, I don't eat a lot of the sugary stuff anymore. Like
Yeah.
if I'm going to snack, it's like nuts or something that's more of a whole food.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll grab a piece of deli meat or like a piece of cheese or whatever. Like that's
That's your snack.
for the most part as bad as it gets. Every once in a while, I'll grab some M&Ms or something. Like I'm
Yeah.
not saying I don't ever, but it's not a daily thing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of funny thinking back on what it used to be. Like a box full of cookies. I can only imagine how much sugar is in that. And these were good
Probably a lot.
cookies.
He had the diabetes.
I was going that way, and it's like amazing I didn't have it. Over last summer before all
It's 'cause
that
you're
shit
tall.
happened. It's my legs there. But I mean, it's insane. I was getting to the point like I'd be working outside and getting hot, and instead of going for water, I started going for Coke, just pure Coke,
Hey.
some Schneef, no Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
but like still, when you're putting back like 3 or 4 of those,
Yeah, no, it gets.
it's
well, no,
like
that's how I was with beer.
just bad. Yeah.
Well, because I still have so much beer left
and I was
over
drinking too.
from
Like
from our party,
man,
from
yeah.
the birthday thing.
right.
I still have beer left over.
Which we laughed. We're like, yeah, a few months ago that would not have been the case.
No. So
I think I still have some cores that I bought in August,
yeah,
which is crazy because I mean, I could, and I didn't. It's not like I was an alcoholic, but
Yeah.
if I wanted to have a beer, I'd have a beer. If I wanted to have some wine, I'd have some wine. If I
Yeah.
wanted,
and like now I'll still I'll have one of those seltzers.
Yeah.
Like I had one last
I'll
night.
have
and stuff.
some. I mean, a few times a week, I'll have a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me to.
It's not
but-
like every day
Right.
overindulging. That's
Well,
what I
that's
was, I wasn't doing that every day, but like that's
Well,
what it was every time I drank.
when I was at my most stressful moment, when I was least happy, this was several years back. I mean, it was like every day drinking until I was buzzed.
Yeah.
Not doing it on purpose or not just being in the habit of it. I
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh, yeah.
addicted to it.
I got to
didn't
that point.
have to be, but it just was habitual. Like I would get home and just have a drink, and then that would lead to another one, and then probably a third, maybe a fourth. And you're like, then you step back and you look at it like, okay, that is not healthy at all.
I know my
Mentally,
liver
it's
probably
not
hates
healthy.
me right now.
Well, it's like
Well,
luckily
it likes me now.
your
But
body can recover from it. It's not like I did it to the point of like damaging myself, but it's just like mentally,
yeah,
it's
for sure.
any kind of drug. And this is the thing, like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like a lot of people I know, they'll talk about like weed, like how it just helps them calm down and stuff.
Yeah.
And I get it, and I don't see a problem with that. But when you're young and you're using it, that's where I have an issue with.
Well, you got to
Any-
learn to deal with your stuff
Alcohol,
before you like
exactly,
drowning it in something.
If you're
Yeah.
just using it to not feel stuff or not deal with stuff, how are you ever learning how to then cope and deal with things?
you're not.
No,
You're
not.
actually going to
You're
just replace it
avoiding
with habits and more habits.
which then increases anxiety and compounds the causal issue. So it's like I've definitely gotten to a mental place now of like, don't hide the issue, address the cause.
Yeah.
And you're not always totally aware of what that cause is to address it, but a lot of times you
It's
kind
yeah.
of are.
Yeah. No, if
And
that
so
it's just being self-aware of
Yeah.
of your being, you
Yeah.
know.
So
So
I want to encourage everybody. Like, if I can get my lazy ass up to start making improvement, I
Mhm.
swear to God, anybody can. Because I was like if I tried to exercise, it would just piss me off. I hated it.
flipping
so
tables and
much.
shit. It looked like Jesus
Pretty
in
much, yeah. I'd put on a tunic and just start throwing shit around. No, it's just like, I mean, I don't know. I just got in a very negative headspace about
Yeah.
all of it.
Alicia is
So-
starting to do the intermittent fasting with
Yeah.
me. So yeah.
You get in the habit of it, and it's just like, for me,
Like-
it's definitely easier to not eat in the morning. As soon as I eat, I still tend to want to eat more.
yeah.
But even if I were to let myself eat from like noon until whenever, I still don't eat probably a quarter of the calories I used
same.
to eat.
Dude, like,
It's like I could probably eat whatever.
the other day I was working and before I knew it was 2:00 and I hadn't ate yet.
Yeah.
And that's when I went to Wendy's just to get something to eat.
Mhm.
And then the day before that I went out to eat.
Yeah.
And I went to Chipotle.
Oh.
But I mean I went healthy routes, obviously.
Right.
It's chicken and
Mm-hmm.
beans and rice, like whole
Right,
beans. I forget
right.
what kind of beans they were, pinto
Uh-huh.
or black beans. I don't remember which ones I got.
Yeah.
But no, it's just making that, okay, I'm eating out, but let's make a healthy choice.
Right. See, and I don't even
To
do
a,
that
to a
as
health
much.
for me, because I just don't want to
Yeah. I think
I'm
it
not going to get me a
depends
quarter
on-
pounder with cheese, because
Right.
if I've already cheated sometime during
See,
the week,
that's
where I'm like,
that's
okay,
it.
let's go a healthy route.
Well, I went to McDonald's with my brother. Was it last weekend? We got together and took the kids to the park and stuff, and
Mhm.
took them to McDonald's. So that day, I just had a burger and whatever, because I was just like, but I didn't get the large fry. I got the regular fry and the
Right.
regular drink, and I did have Coke because
That's a
I
win.
do like it. And that's the kind of stuff, like, I'm with you. Sometimes if we go out, I'll get the healthier option depending on the circumstances around
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
But typically, I'm like, if I'm going out, I don't do it much anymore anyway. So if I'm out, if I want something, I'm going to have it.
Yeah, me and Alicia will
But
like
then-
go. We don't go out to eat, but
Yeah.
we'll be out and about.
Right.
So the times we do go eat,
Yeah.
that's where I'm like,
Well, a lot of
"Let's-
times it is.
maybe I'll be healthier.
Yeah.
Or,
And I still really like what my doctor told me when I first went in, and he was giving me the advice on what to change and all that. He said, eat for the times when you do want to eat bad.
yeah,
Like, eat almost all the time so that you can enjoy those times.
well, you don't want to
without-
deprive yourself. I think that's the key.
Well, in my mind, you really can't. And you
No.
do get to the point, like, that McDonald's cheeseburger wasn't any better than my salmon dinner. Right? I mean, like, when I
Yeah,
ate it, you're thinking that it's going to be so good. It wasn't. It was just a cheeseburger. Like,
Yeah.
I'm to the point now, like, my tastes have changed enough that it doesn't really matter. But like, if I'm at a Mexican restaurant, I know what I like there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
order the thing I like.
Chimichanga for me.
So yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean,
chimichangas.
you know, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as it's not every day. The
yeah.
problem was when we were ordering burgers every night, and then special night going to Fuegos, and then you
Well, it
know,
adds
for
up,
lunch
too.
having some fatty thing. Yeah, I mean, you can't have fried food all the time, and I pretty much ate fried food all the time. I'm amazed that my body is not totally shot.
I
but-
don't, and my body's shot. I wonder. I mean, I'm curious with the blood work for me.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, it'll be a lot better now than it would have been before, just by the things that you're
I
doing
hope so.
and the weight that you've lost.
like, dude,
So-
you still got.
But
high
I'd
blood
be
pressure.
honest with the doctor and just tell him like where you were and all that, so that he can kind of see. And
Yeah.
because
Like, dude, I've been in shape for my whole life.
and this is the thing again, I will shout out to Dr. Scott, ARMP Scott. I don't know. I still call him doctor.
Cincinnati.
I think. In my view,
Oh.
he's like the best doctor I've ever had. So I just think it's a medical doctor. I don't care if he has the title or not.
Yeah.
But he
was it AARP?
AR AARP, no, ARNP.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know what the A stands for, but
It's a registered nurse practitioner,
But
yeah.
what does the A stand for? I don't know. But American
Assistant.
registered nurse
Probably.
or assistant registered nurse? I don't know. Whatever it is, the guy knows his stuff. And
He's a doctor.
you're basically a doctor
Well, he's-
without the medical. I don't know.
He doesn't have the doctorate. He
So
probably
stupid, but
took the same shit. as-
Super smart guy, knows his shit, knows how to talk to you, knows how to motivate you. Super down to earth. Best doctor I've ever had.
We'll find
and,
out. I've been telling him.
Just
we'll
in
find
talking
out.
with him on Friday, he's like, I'm super happy to see what you've done. He's like, I think you're doing a great job. Keep it up. He's like, I am here for you, not just for checkups or whatever. If you feel like you're getting off track and you just need to talk to help find ways to get yourself back into it, like, I'm here for that too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but it's, you know how sometimes you can feel
Sounds like he was
you
flirting
just,
with
you
you.
just want to get like more money.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
he is
has a genuine- yeah.
I mean, you just feel, because I mean, when I first went in, it was like my blood pressure, I think, and he came in, and this first thing was like, well, are you looking to get on pills? Like, I think he's just so used to seeing that, and I don't think he would have kept. If I said yes, I think he would have gone into it. But it's so interesting, like his joy in the fact that I was feeling better, and just that genuine feeling like he gave a shit, and it made
Yeah.
him feel good to see that I actually made a change.
I'm
It
excited.
was nice. It was nice. And to feel like your doctor's actually in your corner. And he's not a doctor that's like, oh, this pill will fix it. He really tells you, like, the pill's going to
Don't
cover
want
it
him.
up. Yeah. I want the pill, doc. No, he's like, I mean, it's going to cover it up, and you're going to get sicker and sicker and sicker until you die.
yeah.
And he'll flat out tell you the truth about it. Like, yeah, I can prescribe you medication, but the thing that's going to fix it is diet and exercise.
Yeah.
So if I can help you get there so that in 5 or 10 years, we're not talking medication. So in 5 or 10 years later, we're not talking about vision problems and kidney problems. And like, if I can get you healthy now, that makes it so much better down the road.
Yeah.
And it's so true. I mean, you see some of those guys that are like 68 and they're like in amazing shape.
Oh
and
no,
they
there's
don't
a
look
guy
old.
I
I mean,
see on Instagram or something. He's like 60-something years old, and
Yeah.
he's just fucking
and that's the
just.
Yeah, this morning
Like,
I was
Jesus
watching
Christ.
CBS Sunday Morning.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool show. But I don't know. Sometimes I like the old feel of some of these things.
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
watched news the other day, which was weird
know,
because I don't ever.
And this isn't newsy. It doesn't go a lot into like the modern day bullshit. It's
Oh, yeah.
more upbeat kind of stories. It just feels like something my grandma would have watched.
Yeah.
There's something homey about that feeling. But this morning they were talking about ageism and like people being old and how our culture really builds negativity into being older. And it kind of like made me think, because, you know, it's funny. You look at some people and they're like hunched over and they look old. They
Yeah.
might be 68 and they look like they're 100.
Yeah.
And nothing against that person, because they probably had a lot of shit in their life.
Yeah.
But then you look at someone 75 and they look like they're 50. Now, I know some of it can be genetic,
Yeah.
but you think like it does come down to, in many cases, decades and decades and decades of the choices that you make. You eat the right things, you exercise, you keep yourself healthy. And youth is not, it's not just this like number,
Yeah.
right? It's like
Well,
your outlook on life,
You're maintaining your insides like a car.
Yeah.
You're gonna go 300,000 miles.
Well, Brian, when he was on, didn't he talk about hiking? And there was the old guy he ran into in the woods, and the guy was like in amazing shape.
Yeah.
And like 70 something years old, hiking out in the wilderness by himself. And you just think like, that's what I want to be able to do.
Yeah.
And I used to laugh at him and be like, well, I want to live. Like, I want to eat shitty food and drink and stuff. And like,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, I want to be able to do that, but I don't have to do it to excess. Like everything about me for a long time was like, push it to the limit, like push it as hard as you can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you get to the point you're like, why?
Push it to the limit.
Limit. Yeah. Why? Why? It's so
I don't know.
stupid.
I think that's like one of those things we don't have the answer for, but we moved past it and we're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I can't think of why I'm doing this. Let's just, where are we now?
Right. And I know why
let's do
where
it.
I'm at now.
Because you
I
worked
don't
your
wanna
ass
fucking
off.
die.
Yeah. You worked your ass off to get where you at.
And then you feel good. You
No. And this month's all about being good because it's meant Movember, was it they call it?
Yeah.
Men's mental health.
There's
Awareness.
a lot of stuff for this.
There's
but,
I don't know. It's,
yeah. But men's mental health, I mean, all mental
no,
health.
it's no shave November.
Yeah. Testicular cancer awareness or something.
Something like that.
Or prostate. Something like that. There's some
Prostate
reason we don't
testi-
shave. It's not just because I don't want to shave.
Right. And I shaved the other day.
But
So
I actually need to. I've let this grow for a while.
well, you got to now.
Yeah.
I just don't shave my undercarriage. That's the
for,
only
for
thing.
that month.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Honey, you need to appreciate my reason. Yeah, I don't know. Things are going pretty good.
I know. It's been good life.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just want to encourage everybody that does listen to this. Like, if you're struggling with it, it is hard. It's a hard thing. Like when you haven't started the path to being healthier, it's a super hard thing to do.
Just get one thing down at a time. That's all I can
But
say.
yeah, that's it. I mean, one foot in front of the other. It's just incremental.
For me,
One step.
what it was like before I even started exercising, okay, I got this eating thing down.
Yeah.
A little bit now. So then I started walking.
Absolutely.
And I just did that just a little bit here and there.
Yep.
And then once I got that down, then it all just spiraled.
Right. And I started with a lot of, fear.
Yeah.
Which super motivated me. It was super easy to get motivated because it's like, oh, wow, your body's falling apart. Okay. And so I had that going for me. But if you can, get ahead of it before you get news like, oh, your heart's going to stop. Like,
one day you might die.
yeah. And, luckily it wasn't that bad, but still.
Well, it was a good thing you did because, I mean, then when you were going to lose weight, I was like, well, I don't want to be the only one. I don't want to be fat too.
But yeah, I wielded so much power I didn't know I had just by being a fat ass. And we're like, Jesus, if he's going to do it.
If he can do it, I can do it. But no, it's cool to see the difference though. There's been a few days where I'm like, holy shit, these pants.
Yeah.
There was a pair of pants that used to fit me tight. And girls, this, like on the rump, girl. No.
Ripping the seam out.
Like it was tight on my ass. Like they were tight pants. I hated wearing them. And so the other day I wore them, but I didn't realize they were those pants because it's like they were so much room. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm able to fit in the pants that I wore when I was at my skinniest. And not that I'm all the way there. Like I definitely have a little fluff still.
Yeah.
But I can actually button them up.
Yeah, that's where I was
But
at.
see, I was younger, so they're like the skinny pants. I look so stupid in them now. So like I won't wear them. But just to be able to put it on.
You should walk around the house in skinny jeans.
Just can't even bend my legs. No, it's like that though. They're way too skinny. I don't know what I was thinking. But.
Well, I got a pair that are like that. I think they were meant for girls, but I grabbed them because they were cheap and I needed a pair of jeans. But they're very tapered towards the ankle. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. The jeans that are like tapered down. That's what they feel like.
You can barely get your foot through them.
Like my shoe doesn't even go around. Like usually my pants go over my shoe a little bit.
Yeah.
Not even.
No way.
I won't wear them. I need to throw them out actually because there's no way. I can't stand them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like feeling my clothes super tight, but I mean, my waist size, I was at like a 42 waist, and it's 36 now, like solidly a 36.
Dude, I got some 36s I was just getting rid of.
Yeah, and 36 is my size now. 36.
Yeah. Well, I had some like nice shorts and stuff that I was like, why do I have these?
Yeah.
Because like now they definitely don't fit me.
Right.
But at my heaviest for me, I was probably at 36.
Oh yeah, I was buying way bigger pants, and like my belt.
No, I was forcing myself in my 34s.
My belt was at its last loop, and now like I don't fit in it anymore. I can still use it, like the farthest inset.
That's how.
loop
Yeah, same
is
here.
like
Look at
it'll work.
Look at us
enough.
little skinny bitches.
I'm not gonna start having to poke holes.
I know. That's what I totally
That's
see.
wasting away here.
I know. I had my belt at the end.
And you know that. Luckily, I have a body where whichever way I go is where it goes. Like if I'm losing weight and making good choices, I just see it continue.
Yeah.
If I don't tend to plateau for long. So I'm very lucky that way, which means I have zero excuse to be a fat fuck because I should have been dealing with it a long time ago. But I'll take what I got.
Yeah, that's all you can
And
do.
I'll never be super like beefy. I'm not a big like.
Well, I'm not chasing. You're not
guy,
chasing that. You know, you're just trying to be healthy.
I want to be healthy. I want my body to work. I want to be
Yeah.
able to go out and do stuff. And
That's where I'm at.
last night was the first night I felt like running. I could do it. It felt good to do it. I just sprinted a few times. Like it's nothing big, but to go from I don't think I'll ever run because at first I screwed up my knee again
Yeah.
and all that. But I've been stretching out. Everything's just at a good place. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it there.
There you go.
Mental health.
Mental health. Anyway,
Yeah,
I think we can close this out.
I feel ready.
Ready? We should have closed this out a long time ago. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
To everybody out
Carolina.
there, congratulations on your life. And,
Oh,
have
and
a
thank you,
great week.
veterans. by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Veterans. Fuck. Sorry,
Man,
guys.
Sorry, it was Friday. So
I
it's
didn't
been
get
a
that
few
day
days.
off.
I did get that day off.
We don't-
And I will say, I did think about veterans. We had a dad come in and talk at our school on Thursday about it. He was a veteran.
One of my techs is a veteran. I was
I have
like,
a
hey,
cousin, and his kids are veterans. All right, well, I don't know if his kids are technically veterans or not, but he is a
Yeah.
veteran. So thank
yeah, I
you
have a
to him.
couple cousins, but
Yeah.
I have some friends. So thank you guys.
Yeah. And thank you, active military as well.
Yeah.
Anybody
Mm.
serving that?
No, I'm just kidding. No, thank you guys.
Yeah. No, thank you guys a lot.
We love the veterans and
Without you-
the current people.
We would not have our freedom. So thank
No.
you very much.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
So we'll end on that.
All right. Bye.
Bye.